Okay, so this is officially the beginning of my Christmas makeup tutorials. So of course, if you have any requests over the next couple of weeks for any Christmas style or themed makeup looks, by all means please do let me know. I have been planning them the past couple of weeks obviously, so I basically have everything planned, but if there's anything that you want me to do makeup looks wise, please don't hesitate to let me know. But just to start off, I thought I would start with something a wee bit more simple with still obviously keeping it sparkly with this glitter liner. So I'm going to start with a wee bit of my bronzer and just putting a wee bit of this through the crease. Usually if I'm doing a makeup look like this where I'm just focusing on the liner, I always like to do a wee bit of something just in the crease just to define it a wee bit. Either or, doesn't really matter to be honest, just personal preference. You can take a black gel liner or a base pigment like this near the same colour as the glitter liner that you're using. So I'm actually going to take this from P. Louise. It's in the shade Rude Boy Red. I just think it'd be quite a nice background for the glitter, you know? So I'm going to take a lot of that. I honestly think it should be fine. I've had these for such a long time. They should be good, right? 18 months. Yes, I've had this longer than 18 months. Oh well. This is an Inglot 31T eyebrow and eyeliner brush. I used to use this brush all the time. Back in like 2016-17 with the Anastasia dip brow. Oh shit. I've got some transfer. Okay, should I let that dry? No, I shouldn't let that dry. It's not mascara. Okay, whatever. Right. So because I've smudged that there, whatever I was doing, I'm gonna have to make this a wee bit thicker. And you know what, actually, you see, because I'm going over this with glitter, I'm going to be wanting it to be quite thick anyway. For glitter, this is the Stargazer Glitter Shakers in the shade Crimson. I absolutely love this glitter because the reflex are holographic. So I think this is going to look absolutely beautiful on the eyes. And then also, I'm going to use a glitter glue. So if you don't have a glitter glue, if you want to just go on ahead and apply the glitter now whilst the gel liner is still a wee bit tacky, that should still work, that should be fine. Or if you have, this is like a cheaper alternative of course, if you have a clear brow mascara or brow gel, it still does the same thing because it's going to have like a tack to it and it will dry down and have stick and everything and hold. So if you don't have a glitter glue, don't necessarily need to go out and get one, just use a brow gel. This is one from Revolution, She Glam, Poundland, but it's actually the makeup gallery. They work and they do exactly the same thing. But I'm just going to take the glitter glue from Helene Cosmetics. Do you know, this is actually my second time trying to film this video, because I went to film it on Friday. The weather was so bad over here in Northern Ireland. It was so dark, it was so dull. I'm not even joking, it was that dark in here and my lights aren't necessarily the best. But I have my blinds open, my lights on, I even have my big light on in my room. Ugh. The vibe just wasn't it and my lighting was still awful. Hate filming on it. So I would rather just not film and then just refilm again whenever I'm just in a better mood even. Like that type of weather just puts me even in a bad mood. I'm taking quite a wide and thick flat top brush because this is going to cover more of an area. I'm going to start pressing the glitter on. I have a glitter like this that is like a forest green, like a dark emerald green. Could you imagine how nice this is going to be? And then I think somebody has asked, I've screenshotted the comment, but somebody had also asked for like a brown glitter liner, I think. So I'll definitely get around to doing that. But this, if this was even red or green, oh, it's always the most satisfying bit. Okay, so I don't think they're even, but we're just going to ignore that. You see, once you get to a certain age, try and get your winged eyeliner even. It's impossible. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a wee bit of setting spray. This is the setting spray that I usually go for whenever I'm doing this type of makeup look, and it's from Revolution, and it's the Super Fix Super Hold Misting Spray. Now, I usually like to do this to hold the glitter in place throughout the day so that you know, as the day goes on, I'm not getting speckles of glitter on my eyelashes and falling on my face. So you're going to want to take, well, obviously if you're wanting to do this step, so you're going to want to take like a super hold set and mist, not a setting spray that's going to hydrate the skin or do anything, but you want to use a makeup setting spray that's going to set and have hold power in it to just mist the eyes. And what it's going to do is it's going to set the glitter so that the glitter doesn't budge or move or fleck off. Just spritz in the eyes. Now onto the skin, I'm going to take the Iconic London Underglow Blurring Primer. I'm just going to start my skin when my lashes are getting tacky. I actually bought a lot of eyelashes last night. I might actually do a haul with them because I think I bought about 20 pairs. I seen somebody talking on TikTok about this false eyelash brand basically and how affordable these eyelashes are and how beautiful and unreal they are. So I went on, checked the website, and they're stunning. They're the most stunning pairs of eyelashes. Honestly, I think the most expensive pair was a £5 or £4 maybe, I'm not too sure. But the majority of the eyelashes were £1, a couple of pounds. Like honestly, like £1.99 or something. Okay, so I just went for these wee half lashes. Pat McGrath foundation. This should match me. I take the shade Light Medium 14. I freshly done my tan last night and washed it off. So it should be alright. I absolutely hate though whenever I wash my tan off and it looks like grey. Can you see my chest, like how there's nearly like a green grey tinge off my chest? It's the strangest thing. Whereas like you see tomorrow I'll be a nice bronzy colour. It's as if it still needs time to develop its colour or tone or something. It's the strangest thing, but I hate what my tan looks like before I wash it off and as soon as I wash it off. It's as if it nearly just needs a couple of days to just kind of do its thing. But I'm using a new tan at the minute as well. It's actually Bondi Sands and I don't actually think I've ever used Bondi Sands, and this is my second time using it. And it's going to be a bit of a tester. So I always use my usual tan, which is St. Moritz, and then I got this beautiful PR package from Bondi Sands. It was like all these lotions and potions and tans and scrubs and a lot of stuff. And I think I think my skin doesn't exactly like Bondi Sands because I was getting really, I'm starting to itch. I'm starting to get itchy while even thinking about it. But the first time I tried the Bondi Sands, I started to just get really itchy and it just wasn't really feeling nice. Like it wasn't an uncomfortable itchiness, but just every now and again, I just had the urge to scratch and scratch and scratch. So I'm just waiting to see what it's going to be like this time. So this is the second time using it. So we'll see. We'll see. And I have built this foundation up so it's more full coverage. Isn't this, god damn it, the most beautiful foundation? I think I say this every time I use this foundation, but it was one of those products that I wanted to love it obviously because it was so expensive, but I didn't want to absolutely fall in love with it where I had to or wanted to repurchase it. Hit a beauty. Just a wee bit, not much. And then the Too Faced, what is this stick? So it's just their sculpting stick. I'm just going to apply this just directly to the face. Oh, that's looking a wee bit cool tone, or is it just me? Okay, so I'm just going to roughly blend out this concealer. And then go in with a brush first of all, just to blend out the cream bronzer. Just to give it a wee bit of a rough blend before I go in and finish the blend with my sponge. Look how stunning these blushes are from Makeup Revolution. They're the Super J liquid blushes. I have the shade Blush Me Up and You Got Me Blushing. So I actually got a really nice PR package from Revolution the other day. I was actually so surprised to actually receive it because after my advent calendar review I thought I was going to be kicked off that. So I think I'm going to go for this one because that looks so pretty. It's in the shade Blush Me Up, and these are a gorgeous formula. I have quite a few of these actually. They're very much like, would it make sense if I said like a ceramide mousse type of formula? Do you know what, actually I'm going to mix the two of these because it's looking quite dark and nearly brown. So I'm going to go in with a wee bit of blush. You Got Me Blushing, and just mix the two of these. But yeah, they're very much like a ceramide consistency of blush. Beautiful. To start off with, they do seem quite sheer, but I do like that you can actually build them up, so you kind of have the freedom with them, which is always what I like in not just a liquid blush but a powder brush. You know, you have the freedom to kind of have a light wee dusting and layer of it, or you can either have more of a blushed look and make it more intense. I like the fact that they're not I was literally gonna say I love the fact that they're not super G, but they're called the Super G blushes. And do you know what I mean? I feel like they're actually not titled or named well because they really aren't super G on the skin, which is what I love actually. But they're just nice. Like, they settle and sit really beautiful and well on the skin while still providing and giving a wee bit of a healthy glow and dew to the skin without it being a wet or a sticky dew. Does that make sense? Nearly like a satin. Like, they nearly dry to like a satin. They're very much, I feel, like an underrated product. I don't really hear or see many people actually talking about these wee blushes from Revolution. And do you know what? I'm just as bad. I have so many of these in my collection, but I never really reach for them that often. But no, they're so good. You can see the way that's just gave like a really nice natural flush of colour to the skin. So this powder might tie in quite nicely with the blush actually. So it's the Shea Glam Insta Ready powder. It has the pressed powder on top and the loose powder at the bottom, and it's the pink, which is bubblegum. And then just dusting away this bag. Usually the last bit of bagging I dust off is in the inner corners here, just at the sides of my nose. Taking whatever excess is on the brush just to dust down the centre of my brows and forehead. Don't be shy now. A little bit of Colourpop highlight. This has a pinky tinge to it, so I'm going to put a wee bit of this just on my nose. Oh, that's cute. I'm going to go in with a wee bit of blush. This is MAC. Why can I not open things today? Is it these nails? What's going on here? Okay, got it. So, this actually isn't my favourite. It's alright, but it's definitely not my favourite. It's the Mineralized Blush in Petal Powder. So it's obviously a really nice pink, but it has a golden shift to it, which is pretty. But if this was like an orange or like a peach, this would be beautiful. Like, it's alright. It is nice. But it's just, I'm just not a pink blush kind of gal. I think that's maybe why. I'm gonna put a wee bit on my nose as well. Then the bronzer. That's the one I was just using at the start there on my crease. That's the new bronzer from What's Up Beauty. And it's in the shade Tan. And that's what it looks like there. I'm really not too sure actually, but as you can see, there's like marbleized swirls of lilac through the bronzer. Something's telling me that the purple or the lilac is supposed to neutralise like orange tones so that it's not like too overpowering or too orange on the skin. It's going to give your skin a bronze and warm up the skin, but it's not going to go or look orange, I think. Do you know what? It would actually be so funny if I was so wrong. I doubt it's just to make it look pretty, you know, like they didn't just put a swirl of purple in here just for shits and giggles. Some liner and a brow mascara. This is just the one from Louise. Made by Mitchell, the All Smudge No Budge liners. I think I'll take Black Track. Do you know, these are a nightmare to sharpen. I hate having to sharpen these. Like, doesn't sharpen. This is the lip combo that I used yesterday, actually, for the first time. And I'm going to do it again because it was lovely. So the Doll Beauty, would I stop moving my table? Doll Beauty Around the World lip liner. A Mellow Cosmetics matte liquid lip in Shanghai. This lip colour just on its own is stunning. It is so pretty. Hello, wee love. Hello, my wee possum. And then the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. So I've took the stopper out of this because it was running out. And I would say I would get another 6 months out of this with the amount of product that's nice still in it, or still able to get taken out of it now that I've took the stopper out of it. So now for a brush. What are you doing? Hmm? What are you doing? Where's my wee chicken? Oh dears. Okay, so what do we think? It's actually looking a wee bit more pink than I originally wanted to, but it's still nice, it's still pretty. Do you know what I'm finding so funny though? It's been quite some time since I've actually done a glitter liner, I think, like this. And over the past couple of years, I definitely have noticed that my face, like for God's sake, I'm only 30, but I'm not even 30, I'm 31, frig. But like, whether I like it or not, my face is changing. And like, I have obviously nothing done to my face, like no Botox, fillers or anything, but I have noticed that my eyelids are starting to sag a wee bit. And I've noticed also that anytime that here I'm getting glitter, do you see all this glitter in my crease? And that's literally just from my eyelids sagging down. I did not have this issue 6 years ago, or even 5 years ago, or even 4 years ago. But anyway guys, I will have all the products listed and linked down below in the description box for you. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next one.